Sister Joan speaking. I just want to reach out to you and talk to you about an incredible scholarship that is available in the state of Indiana. And it applies to most tuition if you attend a college in the state of Indiana. So the interesting thing is, in order to qualify, you have to apply by the end of your 8th grade year. So by the end of June, the scholarship needs filled out. So I just wanted to take the opportunity to tell you about this, as we have many 8th graders here who are eligible. So basically, this program that they would enroll in, and I have information coming home today about that, would enroll them in the scholarship program. It would give them tools for success in college, and then also pay up to 4 years of full tuition at Indiana public colleges and even partial tuition at private colleges. It's a great opportunity, and basically it just needs to happen. The application process just needs to happen this year. So if you just give me 5 minutes of your time, I would love to explain how this will happen. So what does the student promise to do? They promise to graduate from a state accredited Indiana high school. They have to maintain a 2.5 minimum GPA on a 4.0 scale. They promise not to use illegal drugs, consume alcohol before 21, or commit a crime or delinquent act. And they promise to be a full-time student. 30 credit hours is a full-time college load per year. That would be 15 hours a semester, which is an incredibly average load. So these are things that your 8th grader would do once they reach high school, but we'll not spend too much time on that now. In order to qualify, you do need to create an account. There are several students who have already applied. There are several students who don't have an account yet. But I'm going to be sending home forms, like I said today, with information on how to begin making an account if you are eligible. So you would go to scholartrack.in.gov. The student would need an email address. So they could either use the parent's email address, or if they have a personal one, they could use that. You would click register for an account, click the student option, and then click register. Then you would enter your name. You would make sure that you say, I have my Indiana student test number and would like to create a full student. And then you're going to enter in all the information. Again, use the email address that the students have access to right now. And then also use the STN. The STN will be on the pieces of paper that I send home. Then you're going to click create my account, but you're not done yet, even though it looks very official. Once you get an email from Do Not Reply, you're going to click on that active link, and you're going to have to create a password. And again, it would be great to write this password down. There'll be requirements there. Email it to yourself or write it down on the notes. And then you're going to say, great, you have a password now. Then you would go back to the scholartrack.in.gov website. You would enter the email or the scholar ID and the password that you had just created. Once you are in, then you're almost there. A few more things. They're going to ask you security questions. There's a lot of red tape, but very, very simple security questions. So write down the questions and the answers to the questions, because they will be case sensitive. You'll press save after you have those security questions answered. Then the student just has to enter their high school graduation year. If this doesn't show up, no worries, but high school graduation year will probably pop up for most. And then they just have to promise that they will accomplish all the steps of the program that I mentioned earlier, like no alcohol or drugs, or 2.5 GPA, and full-time college student when they go. They have to select that they're in middle school. And then this next stuff is optional. This is the stuff that they'll create in 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. And then this may be popping up. You don't have to complete this if you don't want to. That's just another thing. You don't have to complete that if you want to. But it's a lot of red tape, but if you just spend that 15 minutes completing that, you could be saving several $1,000s on college tuition if your 8th grader ends up going to college in the state of Indiana. So I know it's a long way away, but it is definitely worth it. If you have any questions on how to create an account, this is the person who has given me all of this information. However, if you just want to sit down with me, email me at sisterjoan, sisterjoan, @smcathedral.org. email me, and I will be very happy to set up a time where we can talk in person and create an account. If you are an 8th grade parent and you don't get a white slip, a piece of paper sent home, you can still apply for the scholarship. You will just need to apply using your student's social security number and the social security number of both parents. So at that point, you could still schedule with me. I'd be happy to help you create an account. You would just need those things as well. So again, please contact me, sisterjoan at smcathedral.org. You can also contact me at 574-217-4716. And if there's any way I can help you get started on getting your 8th grader ready for a potential scholarship, that would be incredible. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. God bless.